Slaine for the Commodore 64, developed by Martech in 1987, is an action-adventure game based on the popular Celtic barbarian comic series Slaine, featured in 2000 AD. The game attempts to blend arcade action with a storyline driven by mythology, offering a unique, if somewhat flawed, experience for fans of both the comic and the genre. The weekly sci-fi magazine known as 2000 AD was a staple for young lads growing up in the late 70s and throughout the 80s and 90s. Each issue was filled with amazing and fantastical tales that stretched far into the future or simply stay in the everyday and mundane world, yet are filled with thrills. The more popular characters to hail from the hallowed pages of 2000 AD include Strontium Dog, ABC Warriors, Rogue Trooper, Dander, Judge Dredd, and of course, Slaine. The game is a graphical adventure, following Slaine as he embarks on a quest to help the Scots fight the Droom Lords, a powerful cult of dark god worshippers. The quest sounds simple enough until you realise Martech tried a new gaming technique called REFLEX. What this essentially did was split the screen in two, with the nice graphics on the right and Slaine's random thoughts and actions in the box on the left that would scroll in, then scroll out as quickly as they appeared, or change altogether. Clicking on these initiates commands that then lead into others, allowing you to move between locations, use objects, fight in combat, and converse with Slaine's sidekick dwarf, Ukor. On the right hand side of the screen are stills and message boxes that depict the results of your actions. There's no getting away from the fact that REFLEX is a failed experiment, and using it is very frustrating, especially when you're trying to click on a specific word and the bloody thing keeps disappearing off to the side, or you accidentally click on the wrong word. In fact, it's like throwing darts at a dictionary, trying to use this game's interface. The trouble is, they come and go so quickly, you end up stabbing at thin air and chasing the words around the screen like an idiot. It's a bit like trying to swat a fly. It's nothing like thinking. Occasionally, you'll stab the wrong thing, and that wastes more time. In fact, in an hour's play, I managed to visit about 15 locations, which is pretty poor. While innovation can be good in the world of games, in some instances, it doesn't work that well. And REFLEX is a case of the designers becoming fixated on the control method that was so out of the ordinary that they lost sight on what an enjoyable game should be. That is, one that isn't annoying to play, and using REFLEX is annoying and tiresome, plain and simple. Combat is presented as a series of rounds, and you alternately attempt to defend and attack from the list of manoeuvres, which include the ultimate deterrent, the Warp Spasm. Energy is displayed as a warp rating, which is decreased by wounding, but replenished by consuming food or resting. If the current warp rating is equal to that required for the forthcoming fracas, Slaine is sent into a strange and terrifying battle frenzy that decimates the opposition entirely. In a more cerebral vein, the muscular menace can manipulate objects that he finds on his travels, picking them up, dropping them, putting one inside the other, or using one upon another like inserting a key into a chest, for instance. Getting anywhere in Slaine requires persistence, a map, and lots of experimentation. Three things that not many people would have been prepared to give it. That said, making a map is really difficult because many locations have the same description. However, with a bit of jiggery-pokery and some graph paper, maps are certainly possible to create. The game's commercial failure is indicative of the failure of the designers to come up with the usable interface, which is a pity, because, with some tweaks, this could have been an interesting game. Graphically, it's not too bad, and the continuous music is subtle and atmospheric, but from my point of view, the convoluted gameplay sinks it. Combat appears frequently, but fails to be an interactive experience since you never actually see anyone, and all the action is related via text. Some of the smaller frames are also difficult to read, with black words on a dark blue background. Some more great tunes, however, were added by the class act David Whittaker. In fact, the only redeeming features are the soundtrack, which fits the game well, and the smart, comic-style graphics. Full marks for innovation, but it just doesn't work, I'm afraid. For fans of the comic series, some of the game's text is written by Slaine's creator, Pat Mills, which is a nice touch, but this is still one of the most frustrating experiences in gaming I've ever had. Probably one to miss. Thanks for watching, guys. What did you think of Slaine? Did you manage to get anywhere with this game, or was it just as frustrating an experience for you as it was for me? Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and let us know in the comment section. As always, I massively appreciate the support, and would only ask for you to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the nostalgic memories for these Commodore 64 games. With plenty more games to come, hopefully you can join me on this epic adventure down memory lane. There's loads more of your favourite games already on the channel, but if there's one particular one you're waiting for, then I'm sure it will be covered soon. Stick around, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.